What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to go over our friend Bitcoin, currently sitting at 20,128, down 0.6 on the day. Same market cap of 382 billion, 24-hour volume 33.25 billion. So I've cleaned up my charts here, as I mentioned yesterday. So a couple wave counts that we could be looking at. We've been focusing on coming down to about 11 to 13K. I may have to change my tune a little bit due to some signals on the daily and the weekly that I'll show you guys. But potentially one of the wave counts is that we were looking at a wave 4 pullback, and now we've come down in a wave 1. Here is a wave 2 in white, and now you're looking to come down in your wave 3, and within that wave are 5 subwaves. So you've had a wave 1, you've had a very drawn out wave 2 pullback, and still looking to come down in a 3. This is a possible wave count, but there is an alternative wave count that we're coming down in what's called an ending diagonal. The only pattern are leading and ending diagonals where a wave 4 can break into the wave 1. So as you can see here, we've come down in a wave 1, wave 2. This is a wave 3. We're having a wave 4 pullback. Our final wave 5 to break this low, come down to about 16.5 to about 17K. Now, the signals that I've been looking at, not only are we entering into bullish months for crypto, we have elections around the corner, which I do think will be bullish for the markets, as well as these divergences that I can't really ignore. So we have a bullish divergence on the daily. Money is flowing back in. But if we look at the weekly chart, guys, yeah, this should be fine. If we look at the weekly chart, look at the money flow on the weekly. We've been coming down. Look how much money is flowing back into Bitcoin here. We've been seeing a bullish divergence on the RSI. As you can see here, we did create lower lows, and we're creating higher lows on the RSI. When's the last time you saw a bullish divergence on the weekly for BTC? I don't think I can use this chart because it doesn't scroll far enough back. Let me try to quickly pop open. Let's use this one. We'll try to pop open Kraken here and try to scroll back on the weekly. So just ignore all this. I'll just take this out. It's useless. Take this out as well. Take all these out. So all we're doing here is we're looking at the weekly. We'll just leave that stuff. We're looking at the weekly RSI. So you can see we have a bullish divergence. Did we have a bullish divergence right here? No. Did we have a bullish divergence down here? Not really, guys. We came down and we started to create higher highs and higher lows, so there was no bullish divergence back in 2018. If we come all the way back here, this is 2015, and as you can see here, we created a low, we started to create higher lows, so no bullish divergence there. So this is the first time on the weekly chart that we've created a lower low while creating a higher low on the weekly RSI. Now the only thing is these can take a long time to play out. Like if we start to come up and then we roll over, we start to come down, you could still easily print a bullish divergence on the weekly RSI. So it's a little bit hard to time in my opinion, but we do have the elections coming up, and these are usually bullish months, October, November. So as you can see right here, we're creating slightly higher highs, we're creating lower highs. So this divergence actually started right here. It took all the way from January until May before we saw the drop. So you can see how long that bearish divergence took to play out. So this divergence has started in June, and it's now October. So that is quite a long time. So those are some signals of a potential bottom and potentially seeing a rally to the upside. On the macro scale, it's hard for me looking at macro events going into 2023. Hard for me to say that the bottom is in for BTC, but I have to go off what the charts are telling me. And what the charts are telling me right now is there's at least a pretty good opportunity to see a rally back to the upside. So I am preparing for that. And potentially, if we do put in one more lower low, what we could do here is be putting in an ending diagonal. If we do put an ending diagonal and you see a strong reaction from 16.5, 17K, we break this falling wedge. and we start to break to the upside, there is potential for a bottom being in, because coins like Matic and Matic and Ethereum will have pumped so much to the upside that it would be hard to think that it was just a rally. You know, so I may have to change my tune. I've been looking at 11 to 13K for quite some time, but this sideways chip chop consolidation, if it just continues here and we see a strong reaction off 16.5, 17K, we break this falling wedge, then potential for a bottom is definitely there for our friend BTC. But that's the thing with Elliott wave. Like, what could happen here is we could see a rally to the upside, and then we see continuation to the downside, and you'd be like, well, we just went through like a WXY correction for a wave 4, and then we come down in a wave 5. That's also possible. So that's why I'm saying Elliott wave is subjective to the person that's drawing it out, and it can change depending on the market structure. All right, guys, so that's basically for my little update for BTC. We are still range bound. Currently we are still in this range in between 18.3 and about 20.3, so we did get rejected once again. If we come down, then you can come back down to retest that support. As you can see here, we did break out of this descending triangle, currently retesting it. So you could potentially bounce from here, but it doesn't line up with the wave count, but it is possible. Anything is possible. But if we do just fall back in, then you would come back down to about 18.4K. And yeah, we're just range bound right now. And I would honestly expect you to come back down to the support of this falling wedge pattern, which is coming in at about 16.5, 17K. And that would complete an ending diagonal wave 5. Just these divergences on the weekly and on the daily. And the elections are right around the corner. We're in historically bullish months for crypto. I know we're in a bear market, but there is potential for a rally in my opinion. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Sign up to Bybit, where you can receive up to $4,500 in bonuses for 13 more days and free access to my Discord of over 2,000 members if you email me your sign up email for Bybit. Over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. At the $10 membership, you can get my exact entries, exits, and take profits, as well as early access to my analysis. It's $10 a month. Everything else is absolutely free if you send me your sign up email for Bybit. Check out my full length tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, much love. Take care.